Hi everyone, this is Christine. It is Wednesday, June 15, 2016. It's in the morning, sort of early morning. I want to share something with you. I don't know if there's anything to it, but this is just what came to me yesterday while I was driving in the car. For the past few days, like even over the weekend, my phone, and this just goes to show how like dinosaur age I am. I still have one of those flip phones, that you flip open. It has data capabilities, but I never use it. I mainly just use it for phone calls and texting, and if I have to do something online, I just use the computer. I don't have a smartphone, so to speak. And the phone's only like 2-3 years old, so it's not really that old. The last few days, like even over the weekend, it started acting up on me, and it wouldn't come up in the mornings like it normally did. Instead it said searching, and it had a red slash line through the phone, like the picture of the phone. And I ended up going, like, this was around noon, because the whole morning the phone hadn't come up. So I decided to go to the grocery store up the road to see if maybe I could get better service. And the thing is, I'm in an area where I could actually get good service. And I've never had problems with this phone before, with it searching. So I went to the grocery store and there was still nothing. And then I went further and went downtown to the courthouse, and there was still nothing. There was no service. Finally, I almost got to like this coffee shop house that we have downtown, and then finally the service came up. So I was able to call the phone provider, and they told me it might be the SIM card, the SIM. I think everybody knows what a SIM card is. So she said if I could go to the store, they would give me a new one. They'd put it in the phone. So I did that because the store isn't that far away. And actually with my drive, I was sort of en route there anyways, because I was thinking if I didn't get it fixed with the girl on the phone, that I would have to go to the store, which I ended up doing after all. I just kept driving and ended up at the store. So they put the new SIM card in, put all my contacts on the new SIM card, and it was working fine in the store. You turn the phone off and turn it back on, it came on. And then I got it back home and it went out again. And the next day was the same thing. Sometimes it would come up, sometimes it wouldn't, and I thought at first that maybe it hadn't been resolved. And then when it would come up, I thought, okay, maybe it has been resolved. I ended up going to a store, like a grocery store, to look at perhaps another cell phone, because they're less expensive if you go to the grocery store. And also that's where I got this one. It is actually a provider phone, with the provider's company, but at the grocery store they're less expensive. So I went there looking to see if maybe I could get a replacement phone, a flip phone, just like what I had. But they didn't have it. Instead they had a different one. They had this one smartphone that was also on sale, and it was really, really marked down. And I looked, I took the card and the information, and I looked it up online when I got home. And it said it's like a beginner smartphone. It's perfect for a beginner smartphone for somebody who's just transitioning over. I didn't buy it, but a few days later, like, I don't know, 2 days later, because I'm talking about, this is like, it started Friday, and over the weekend, this past weekend. So, when I found out that it was like a perfect beginner smartphone, I didn't buy it, but I was considering it, and I thought about it for a few days, wanting to see if my old phone was gonna be okay or not. Well, Monday, it pretty much died on me. It had the same thing, searching with the red slash mark through the phone. I couldn't call anybody, not even like the help phone number for the provider. So the voicemail wasn't working. My dad had tried to call me, and I went back to the store and the service came up, so I tried to call my dad in the car with the phone, and he came over later on to my place and said it was all garbled and it sounded horrible, and he said it sounded like the old phone. And then also another person had called me, and I didn't get their message until like a day later, because I'm actually helping them in the garden, and they had called and asked if I wanted to come over and help them with putting up some wood sticks for the green beans. But I didn't get their message until a day later because my phone is not working. So finally I decided yesterday, this is it. It really is on its last leg. So I went and bought the new smartphone, and rather than calling the 800 number to activate it and stuff like that, I just took it to the provider store and had them activate it, had them move my contacts over to that SIM card, and get everything up and running, and even show me a little bit about how to use this new phone. When I was coming home, it occurred to me that how my laptop just crashed on Memorial Day, which is the 30th. It's actually 2 weeks ago. And my laptop crashed, and I upgraded, quote unquote, to a new laptop with a higher technology operating system, OS operating system, and the operating system is just the brains and the hard drive of the computer. And how I made the video about saying that I think the planet has just upgraded to a higher technology, and it just sort of played out in my laptop. Well, when I was driving home yesterday, the same thing occurred to me. My old flip phone was the old technology, and actually the guy in the store, he even said it doesn't matter how long you've had the phone, like if you've had it 2-3 years, he goes, this is becoming ancient technology, and we are upgrading and moving into, like a different type of technology with the smartphones. And that's probably also why your phone is not working right anymore, because it's being phased out and the smartphones are coming in. The thing is, my dad has the same exact phone as I do, and he doesn't have any problems with his phone, because I actually ended up buying that phone for him as a gift when he came back from being away, like on a long vacation or something like that. But anyways, his phone, which is the exact same duplicate phone that I have, is not having any problems, but mine is. Mine crashed, and mine is inoperable. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't boot up. It just says searching constantly, like it's out there searching for something, and it's not finding the answer. It's not connecting to the phone service. So what came to me is that I just upgraded again, only this time it's not the hard drive or the laptop. It's the phone system. It's the communication system, quote unquote communication. And what is communication, guys, spiritually? It's prayer. Okay, so I think what just happened, that played out in my phone again, is the old way of praying just crashed. And the old way of praying, guys, is praying outside of yourself, asking for help or guidance from something or someone outside of yourself. Like how in Christianity we would pray to God who was up on his throne, and we would ask for forgiveness, and we would pray, and we'd petition for mercy and things like that. It's outward prayer, looking for help and assistance outside of yourself. The new communication system, that's the old phone, okay, that just crashed, that just died. That's the old technology, like what the guy said in the store. I think that just crashed, guys. The old prayer system, the old communication system, just crashed yesterday. And the new one is the smartphone. The smartphone is in and out. Okay, with old phones, all you could do was call out. Like even with the old rotary phones, all you could do was call out. You could call someone else, but the phone really wasn't useful for any other purpose. Except, people could call in to talk to you. But with the smartphone, you can call out, so you can reach out to somebody else, but you can also use it for yourself and look within, because you have a calendar, you have a schedule app on there, you got, your calculator, you've got a notepad on your phone where you can write notes to yourself. It's internal communication just for yourself, the smartphone is, but it's also external communication because you can talk to someone outside of yourself, whether it's you calling them or them calling you. It goes both ways. That's what a smartphone is. It goes both ways, internal and external. Versus the old phone was only external. It was only communication. You couldn't take notes. You couldn't keep your calendar on there. You couldn't put your schedule on there. You couldn't put reminders for yourself on there about a to-do list. Smartphones, you can do that. The old flip phones, you can't. And the old rotary phones. I think, guys, what just played out in my phone, and this is just what came to me in the car, that's why I'm sharing it, because I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I'm just putting it out there and sharing it, is I think the old prayer system, the old communication system, the old phone system just died. And the new one, the quote-unquote smartphone, new communication system spiritually, just activated. Hence, I got my smartphone, quote-unquote, activated yesterday. The phone died on Monday, and there was a little bit of juice left because I did get to make the phone call, but it just sounded garbled. And then yesterday, I bought my new phone. Yesterday is the 14th. 2 weeks ago was the 31st, and that was Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day was Monday. And so here the hard drive and the laptop crashes on Memorial Day. 2 weeks later, which is 2 sevens later, because 7 days in a week, and 7's the number of completion, I think. Completion or perfection, I'm not sure which one, if it's 7 or 12. But I think it's completion because a week is 7 days. It completes 1 week, so I'm going to say it's a week of completion. But 2 sevens, so you got 14. And then my phone goes and dies on me, and I wasn't expecting it because I haven't had any problems with my phone prior to this weekend. It just started acting up and saying that it was searching. And that's exactly what prayer, external prayer, does. The old prayer from Christianity, it's external communication. It's us reaching out, saying, God, please hear me. God, please help me. God, please forgive me. God, please give me mercy. God, please give me this or give me that. It's the external communication, asking for something or someone outside of yourself. Versus Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within. So the old communication system, the old phone system, is looking outside of yourself. The new communication, the new phone system, the smartphone, quote unquote, is looking within. The kingdom of heaven is within. And that's why I think the phone got activated yesterday. We got activated yesterday, guys, spiritually, to the smartphone, to the new technology, the new communication system, the new prayer system. And then the ironic thing is, I learned that June 21st, which is actually yesterday in a week, so yesterday when I got my new phone, it's 1 week away from International Yoga Day. And they had the very first ever International Yoga Day, June 21st, 2015, last year. So they're having the second one this year, and it's not only international, but it's global, which sort of is international. It's the same word, same meaning or definition, but it's global, and we've got like 177 countries involved in this. And yoga, if you ever look at it, because it's something that I'm looking into, yoga and meditation, if you ever look at it, you sit there and you go within, and you find your answers within. It's the kingdom of heaven within. It's the smartphone of going within, but also without, because you can also talk, to somebody else if you call them or text them, but you can also use the phone internally, for your own, like I was saying, schedule and calendar and things like that, reminders. So the International Yoga Day is coming up a week after I got my phone activated, which is yesterday, where the old prayer system crashed, the old phone system crashed, and the new got activated. My new smartphone got activated yesterday. It all happened yesterday. It started, dying a few days ago, like over the weekend, but it really was gone on Monday, and then yesterday I decided to just buy the new phone. I realized that the phone wasn't going to come back up. So I just wanted to share that with everyone, because the new communication system, I think we just transferred over to it yesterday. We got activated into it. And the new prayer system now is going within, finding the answers within. It's not praying outside of yourself, hoping that God up on a throne is going to have mercy and is going to answer your prayers. The kingdom of heaven is within. We're shifting to going within to find answers. And that's the same thing as meditation and yoga. And next week, in another 7 days, International Yoga Day happens. And it happens on the summer solstice, 21st of June, which is also the day when the sun shifts from shining in the north and it starts going towards the south. So we've got a shift. Also, with the solstice, and we're also going to be doing a shift of the old prayer system of looking for answers outside of us to the new communication system of looking within, which is what meditation and yoga really is all about. It's the kingdom of heaven is within. The answers lie within you. The way out is to look in. So I just wanted to share that. Sorry that this video is so long, but yeah, all this stuff just transpired over the weekend and over Monday and yesterday. So my phone, my old phone, the old prayer system is gone. The phone's at, it's done. It broke. The old prayer system is broken, guys. And the new one, the new communication system of going within to find the answers, because the kingdom of heaven is within. That new smartphone got activated yesterday in the store, and I think it got activated spiritually. And then next Tuesday on International Yoga Day, when the sun shifts from the north to the south, we're going to step into it. I think that's what's going on, guys. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if there's any truth to this. It's just what came to me yesterday as I was driving home from the store after having had my phone turned on or activated. So, thanks for letting me share, guys. I hope everyone is having a great day. And I hope you all have a wonderful week, rest of the week. Take care, be well, and I will talk to you again soon in the next video, whenever that is. Okay, bye-bye.